It's a thin snick, and the white will be heading over towards the reds. Interesting to see how he plays this, whether he tries to avoid the reds or just cannons into them, because he could finish on the blue or black if he hits the reds. Could avoid the cannon and the reds. How's your luck, John? Well, if that keeps on coming, that flick on the yellow was very nice indeed. A couple of shots time, he could be in with a reasonable chance in this opening frame. The red next to the black goes. If he could get on that, it would be a help. That would clear the black completely. I don't think he's on anything here. Might be one red that'll cut back.
6.
He couldn't stun past the red to leave that one closest to the black, but there is one potable into the left corner. But he's going to cannon into the other two reds, so needs to get the white out of there. Blue and green potential balls that he could finish on. Nice, a little trick shot for you, but he's not on anything. Yeah, he was never going to be guaranteed to get onto a color from that position.
John Higgins, 8. Thank you.
Bit of an early head scratcher here for Joe O'Connor. Not necessarily difficult to hit a red, but he's trying to find an area where he can hit a red and not leave John a possible chance. 2 cushions across the table and into the back of the red near the right-hand corner pocket is the natural shot, but you risk leaving the red over the left-hand corner. Same problem if he comes down to where he's pointing the cue now and off 2 cushions and slides in behind the red over the left corner. Leaves reds to the middle pocket and the other corner. So, bit of a problem here. We might see Joe play something a bit more inventive. He might play the 2 cushion skimmer. Try and get a thin edge on a red on the way back.
Sometimes you can stand there and you just can't see a shot on, and that's one of the situations that Joe's in here. Very difficult. He's having to bend this. He's not guaranteed to get back down the table. Be a good shot if he can pull it off. Now, he's made a fantastic job to screw that white back from that position. He didn't deserve to go in off, because that was that was quite a shot. It took a bit of working out. I think he sits down there and he's very pleased with himself.
shot from John Higgins there. It's the only shot he had, and he played it very, very nicely. Now, the cue ball's gone a little too far for comfort. This yellow is potable, but it's very, very missable. Won't be super surprised to see him just roll up to the brown here. Well, he's checking the potting angle for the yellow, so that tells me he's going for it. The reds are waiting if he gets it, but very missable this. Played that nicely. Not sure if the red above the black is possible into this left-hand corner pocket. If it's not, I think he's gone okay for the red over the middle pocket.
Nothing available there. And the one to the middle pocket might be dead straight. He's got a slight angle. So he was able to screw up for the black. So all of a sudden, this developing into a very good opportunity. It doesn't matter about the blue and pink off their spots. He can concentrate on the black here. And definitely one of the best in the business when he's got the balls like this.
11.
He's made 964 century breaks. 23 this season, 44 last season.
Well. $90.
Just see the record of John Higgins here at the UK Championships. 32 appearances, made his debut back in 1992. Won 77 matches in total versus losing 28. 74 of those career centuries came in this event. And of course, best finish. He's a three-time champion, so you could say he knows what he's doing in the UK Championship.
28.
It's amazing though, he hasn't won it since 2010. Beat Mark Williams in the deciding frame back then. That was a brilliant final. But it's quite remarkable the standard he's still playing at himself.
35.
Mark Williams. And of course, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I
remember quite a number of years ago, Sean, all the media and that was saying it's a young man's game. You've got to be in your early 20s to win titles. Well, these three players I just mentioned proved that wrong.
$41.
Slowly but surely inching his way towards the line in this frame. 49 ahead. 75 remaining, so just a couple more reds needed. But you could see there that red went into the left half of the pocket as we look, and that's why the cue ball has careered into that secondary red. That's break over. And I'm sure we'll see John take out more insurance here and put another colour on a cushion. 50-point the lead. 67 points on the table, so Just up to him how he decides to go about this puzzle.
Blue ball. John Higgins, 42.
Nice contribution that, but be slightly vexed as he sits down. That was a chance to put the frame to bed and get the first frame on the board in one hit. That would have settled him down, made him feel good about his afternoon's work so far, but as it is, this frame's still alive.
He's got to be a little bit careful here, Joe. If he comes down the right side of the table, he could cannon into that red near the cushion. And the pink's slightly in the way of the other side. And in the end, he's hit it far too thick. Now, where's that white? Is it going to slip past the red? Yeah, it'll go past the yellow, so there shouldn't be a problem getting onto the black. Looking at that angle. 50 in front, so just a couple more pots. Red, black, red would be enough. And we're right behind the shot. We'll know if it's in before he does. Right in the center of the pocket.
1.
It's a natural angle to cannon the two reds. To leave himself on the other one. I thought this was going to be quite a
8.
long opening frame. As I say, all the colours, the exception of one, was knocked off their spots before a red was potted,
9.
which is quite unusual. But in the end, it's going to be over in around about 19 minutes, 20 minutes.
16. Seventeen. John Higgins, 24.
It doesn't matter about that red. Joe's coming back to the table for a little bit of practice, but John Higgins has taken this opening frame.
One. Eight.
It's quite interesting what Joe's doing here. You know, it's not against the rules. It's perfectly within his rights to carry on. You don't see it much these days. A player choosing to come out of the chair, chase just to get a bit of practice time and see how the table's playing and get a sense of, you know, how the cue ball's reacting and stuff like that. It's quite an old-fashioned thing to do. Perfectly within his rights.
16. Eighteen. Joe O'Connor, 18. Frank conceded.
Yeah, Joe just looks around at John and saves John getting out of his seat. He concedes, and that earlier break of 42 paved the way for John Higgins to take this opening frame.